Have you ever wondered how the Vatican, the world's smallest independent state, came into existence? This tiny yet immensely influential entity, nestled within the heart of Rome, is a marvel on multiple fronts. The Vatican is not just a city, but a city-state, an independent sovereign territory with its own head of state, the Pope. It's a unique blend of spiritual and temporal power, serving as the spiritual and administrative headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. With a history that stretches back almost 2 millennia, the Vatican's influence extends far beyond its diminutive geographical boundaries. Its ornate halls and hallowed grounds have seen countless historical events unfold, from the crowning of popes to the signing of momentous treaties. Its wealth of art, architecture and culture is a testament to the profound impact of the Catholic faith on human history. So what are the origins of this extraordinary place? Join us as we unravel the intriguing history of the Vatican. The Vatican's story begins in the 1st century AD with the martyrdom of St. Peter. This remarkable man played a pivotal role in the development of the early church, becoming a pillar of faith and leadership. Born as Simon, it was Jesus Christ himself who renamed him Peter, a name meaning rock, signifying the firmness and steadfastness of his faith. St. Peter was not only a disciple, but also a close friend of Jesus. He witnessed miracles, heard teachings firsthand, and played an integral part in spreading the gospel. Peter's devotion to his faith was so profound that he became one of the first martyrs, willingly laying down his life for his beliefs in the heart of Rome. Rome, the city famed for its grandeur and power, became the stage for Peter's ultimate sacrifice. Under the rule of Emperor Nero, a great persecution of Christians began. It was during this time, around 64 AD, that Peter was crucified upside down at his own request, considering himself unworthy to die in the same manner as Christ. Peter's demise was not in vain, though. His tomb soon became a place of veneration, a beacon of faith for the burgeoning Christian community. And this brings us to a significant turning point in our story, the decision of the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity. In the 4th century, Constantine made a monumental decision that would shape the future of the Vatican. He ordered the construction of a basilica on the site of St. Peter's burial. This basilica was not just a mere building, it was a testament to the faith of the Christians and a symbol of the Church's resilience in the face of persecution. This grand basilica, dedicated to St. Peter, marked the very beginnings of what would centuries later become the sovereign city-state we know today as the Vatican. It was here, on this hallowed ground, that the foundations for the world's smallest independent state were laid. The Basilica of St. Peter marked the humble beginnings of what would become the Vatican. Fast forward to the 8th century, the Vatican found itself at the heart of the Papal States. This occurred in the year 756 AD, when Pepin the Short, the king of the Franks, made a significant land grant to Pope Stephen II. This generous donation essentially gave the Pope temporal power, marking the birth of the Papal States. These states, stretching across a significant portion of Italy, placed the Pope as their sovereign ruler. Imagine that, a religious leader also functioning as a king, overseeing vast territories and people. However, the tides of time and power are ever fluctuating. By the late 19th century, the Papal States had fallen. This was primarily due to the unification of Italy in 1870, which saw the absorption of the Papal States into the newly formed Kingdom of Italy. This dramatic shift left the Pope without his temporal power and led to a pressing question, a conundrum that came to be known as the Roman Question. The Roman Question was essentially a dispute regarding the authority of the Pope. It raised concerns about the Pope's ability to independently exercise his spiritual authority without the protection of temporal power. This question sparked intense debate, not just within Italy but across the entire Catholic world. The Pope, once a temporal ruler, was now confined to the Vatican, and the world watched in anticipation as discussions about the future of the Vatican unfolded. The Vatican's independence, however, would not be resolved until the 20th century. It would take almost 60 years, a series of negotiations and a historic treaty to finally answer the Roman question. So as we leave the 19th century behind, we see a Vatican in transition, grappling with its new reality and the loss of the Papal States. The stage is now set for a new chapter in Vatican history. In 1929, a historic agreement finally recognized the Vatican's independence. This significant agreement, known as the Lateran Treaty, was a concordat between Italy and the Holy See. This treaty was the result of a complex negotiation process, primarily aimed at resolving the Roman question, a political dispute concerning the temporal power of the papacy and the independence of the Holy See. The Lateran Treaty, named so because it was signed in the Lateran Palace, had several key components. One of the most significant was that it established Vatican City as an independent state. This was a monumental moment in the Vatican's history, as it finally gave the Vatican the recognition and sovereignty it had long sought. But what makes Vatican City so unique? Well, despite its diminutive size, Vatican City boasts its own post office, complete with its own set of stamps, highly sought after by collectors worldwide. It also has its own railway station, the smallest in the world, and a radio station that broadcasts in multiple languages, spreading messages of faith and hope to listeners far and wide. Vatican City, as an independent state, also has its own flag, anthem, and even issues its own passports. It's governed by the Bishop of Rome, known to us as the Pope, making it the only state in the world with an absolute ecclesiastical monarchy. The Lateran Treaty also ensured the Pope's neutrality in world affairs, allowing him to mediate international disputes impartially. This role has been exercised numerous times since the treaty's signing, with the Vatican often serving as a peaceful intermediary in global conflicts. The Lateran Treaty marked the Vatican's official birth as the world's smallest independent state. It was a significant step that not only resolved a long-standing political conflict, but also paved the way for the Vatican to continue its spiritual mission, independent and uninterrupted, for the better part of a century. Today, the Vatican stands as a symbol of the Catholic faith and a testament to centuries of history. In the heart of Rome, nestled on the west bank of the Tiber River, the Vatican City endures as the world's smallest independent city-state. It is the spiritual and administrative epicenter of the Roman Catholic Church, an institution that has shaped the course of global history for nearly 2,000 years. The Vatican is not just a beacon of faith, but also a treasure trove of culture and art. It is home to some of the world's most iconic landmarks, each with its own compelling narrative. The Sistine Chapel, for instance, is far more than a place of worship. It's a canvas where the genius of Michelangelo comes alive, his frescoes whispering stories of divine judgment and human creation to millions of visitors each year. Then there are the Vatican Museums, a labyrinthine complex of galleries that house an unrivaled collection of art and historical artifacts. From Egyptian mummies to Renaissance masterpieces, these halls echo with the collective memory of civilizations past. But beyond its cultural cache, the Vatican plays a vital role in global diplomacy. Despite its minute size, it maintains diplomatic relations with nearly 200 nations. The Pope, as the Vatican's sovereign, is a moral and spiritual beacon, his messages resonating far beyond the confines of St. Peter's Square. In recent years, the Vatican has also turned its focus to contemporary issues. From advocating for climate action to addressing the plight of refugees, it seeks to harness its influence for the common good. Yet, despite its modern engagements, the Vatican remains steeply rooted in tradition. It's a place where ancient rites unfold against a backdrop of architectural grandeur, where the rituals of the past meet the challenges of the present. From St. Peter's martyrdom to its recognition as an independent state, the Vatican's rich history continues to captivate the world. The Vatican today stands not only as a testament to its enduring faith and powerful history, but also as a living museum, a cultural hub, and an active participant in global affairs. The Vatican's history is a fascinating journey, marked by faith, power, and independence. From its humble beginnings with St. Peter, it has grown to become a symbol of spiritual authority and a beacon for the Catholic community worldwide. The rise and fall of the Papal States played a significant role in shaping the Vatican's destiny. These states, once the epicenter of the Catholic Church's temporal power, eventually succumbed to the changing tides of history. The Lateran Treaty, a pivotal moment in the Vatican's story, marked the birth of the Vatican city-state. This agreement not only recognized the Vatican's sovereignty, but also cemented its place in the world political arena. And today, the Vatican continues to hold a significant place not only as a religious hub, but also as a testament to centuries of history and tradition. It stands as an enduring symbol of the Catholic Church's legacy. The Vatican's history is not just a tale of a city, but a testament to the enduring legacy of the Catholic Church.